Hi everybody, Jen here again with another layout from my December hip kit. I fell in love with this background paper, and I think that is actually September Skies by Heidi Swapp. I could be wrong. I already cut off the branding strip in this video, but I really loved it. And then I had these cutoffs from my last layout that I just decided to use, and this is a photo of a group photo of the bridesmaids and our date in one of my best friend's weddings that took place in October. So I haven't scrapped any of her wedding yet, so I figured now is a good time to start. And it was a fall wedding, so I felt that those like birch tree kind of look was perfect. And I loved the look of the black and white, that like geometric chevron, almost chevron pattern that's the back of one of the sheets that I used in my last layout. And I keep all my branding strips, so I found this one that's again black and white, and I'm going to layer it up here to make it look like it's a piece of paper that I layered, but it's just the branding strip. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess, and then there's the teal and white polka dots, and then that other one that's like this teal and white chevron fishbone kind of pattern is the back of the cut apart sheet, the 4x4 sheet. And I play with this a little bit. I know that I want to use that herringbone pattern, but I can't tell, like I just can't decide if I like it better without the other piece of teal or with it. So I decided I'm going to go with it. I feel like it's weird. The teal I would never put teal with red, but I feel like it almost makes it pop our red dresses in the photo. So I go with it, and I really like how this layout came out. This is one of my favorites that I've done in a while. So I'm going to glue the entire little stack down there. I'm having some issues with my ATG, surprise, surprise. And I'm trying to straighten it all out and figure out exactly where I want it. And I actually put it down and then realize that it's way too far over and have to pull up the entire thing and reposition it again. But I'm using my T-square ruler, so I know that it's straight. So I decided to put it about an inch from the edge, and it's nice and straight, and looks good. I like it. So now I'm going to pull out my embellishments, and I go through the die cuts. I know I want to use this for my title. I knew as soon as I saw that that the love this story, I knew that's what I wanted my title to be. So I'm going to pull that off and position it exactly where I want it, and then go ahead with my embellishing around that. And I know I want the Y in the story to hang over onto the picture. So I position that one first and then go from there for the rest of the title. And this story is going to be on the bottom, and then I'm going to put love right above it. And then I kind of don't put it down, don't stick it down until the end when I know exactly where I want it. So I'm going to go through my die cuts here from the Amy Tan stitch collection, and then I find this one that says happiness is contagious, but I don't know if that one doesn't make it onto the layout. I find better things. I find this one that's red, and it says always equals us, and I think it's supposed to be more like a romantic one, but we're a very tight-knit group of friends, so I thought that was perfect. And then I find this other one that has red in it that says I love right now, and that was the end of her wedding. So the picture was taken at the end of her wedding after the music stopped, and it was like the last thing we all did before we walked out the door was take this picture, and it was just, we had so much fun that night, so I really did love the evening. So I pull out these two florals that have some gold detailing in them, and I'm just trying to position my die cuts, and I want to use that XO with the heart because it was a wedding, but you'll see I struggle with it quite a bit. And then I have this wood veneer that says snapshots of us, or snapshot of us. And I just felt it was very fitting for the photo in the layout. So I know I want to put that there at the top of the photo. So I glue that down right away. And then I'm going to play here with these before I glue them down and find where I want them and put them down. And now I'm going to play with that XO and the heart. You'll see me play with it. I know where I want the other two, but then I'm going to play with that one for quite a while. It's like I can't decide where I want it. I try like 4 different places before I finally settle on one. So I put that down, and of course I put it down crooked, so I have to pull the whole thing up and then reposition it. And here I go with playing with it, trying to figure out where I want it. And I know I want it to make it onto this layout, but I just can't decide where. And I finally do decide underneath, right about there, underneath the equal sign. And I like the look of it. I like how it goes. This layout came together very quickly for me, and I'm finding that when I use a kit, I can do almost all of my layouts in 30 minutes or less. There are some that take a little bit longer, but most of them I can do in 30 minutes or less, which I love. That's why I love getting the kits. So I put these 3 little gold hearts on, and I should have cut them out, but I didn't feel like it, and I got a little piece of the cloud rub-on stuck, so I put this little red star over it, and then so I had to put a couple more of these puffy stickers on to make it look like it was intentional and not an accident. So I am going to journal here below my photo mat right at the bottom of the page, and once I'm done journaling, that is going to complete my page. I don't add anything else. That is it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will put some close-ups in at the end. Take care. Bye.